Hello, and welcome to RuPaul's Drag Race Rejudged, where today I will be ranking the top 10 lip syncers of all time for my 300 subscriber special. Thank you all so much. For this video, a queen will be considered based off their lip syncs on the show and off the show. As long as it's that queen, it counts. In 10th place, we have a tie between Kennedy Davenport and Chi Chi DeVayne. While watching all the queens perform in preparation for recording this video, I decided that I really couldn't put either Kennedy or Chi Chi above the other. They're both incredible performers, as you can see here. They were both really close friends. I actually got into Drag Race around the time that Chi Chi passed away, and her lip sync to Call Me was actually the first lip sync I ever watched. I think that Chi Chi can do a ballad like no one else can. She was truly incredible. And I think Kennedy just has a level of technical dance skill that cannot be matched. While some queens rank higher for me, both of these queens are incredible, and I love both of them so much. Before moving on to the next entry on the list, I just want to take a second for Kennedy's death drop, and there we go. Next up on our list, we have Anitra. I know that a lot of people are going to believe that that is recency bias, but I truly stand by it. I think her lip syncs are going to hold up for many years down the line. I think that both her lip sync against Sasha Colby and her lip sync against Marsha are ones for the history books. She is really captivating. She has incredible amounts of energy for the amount of tricks she does. And even though her season just aired, just look at the material. She is an incredible performer and takes 9th place. Taking 8th place on this list, we have the Reverend Dr. Silky Nutmeg Ganache. I absolutely love lip sync SmackDowns, and Silky absolutely steamrolled All Star 6s. I really didn't have high hopes for her lip sync wise after having watched season 11, but she blew me away. She blew pretty much everyone I knew away with how great she was at lip syncing. Both on All Star 6 and Canada vs. the World, she was able to showcase so much variety. I don't think there is a type of lip sync that she cannot pull off. She can honestly do it all. While not all of her performances have been incredible on the show, she is just the definition of talent, and she is so great at what she does. In 7th place, we have Vanity Milan from UK Season 3 and Canada vs. the World. Vanity, in all of her time on Drag Race, has never delivered a lip sync that was anything less than great. I think that she was able to show us a really good glimpse of her talent in her lip syncs against Elektra and Veronica, and then she really hit her stride by the time she was lip syncing against Scarlett Harlot and Crystal Versace. I think her lip syncs continued on to be great through Canada vs. the World. She steamrolled Rita Baga. And even just in watching her performances off the show, she is such an incredible performer. You cannot take your eyes off of her. She can work an outfit like no one else can. It is truly beautiful to watch. In 6th place, we have Season 9 competitor and future All-Stars winner, Peppermint. I don't think it can be understated how much Peppermint can completely own a song. On her original season, she lip-synced 4 times. She absolutely steamrolled 3 of those 4 lip-syncs. And her one loss against Sasha Velour was very close. She can absolutely emote, embody any kind of song. She can dance really well. Once again, this is a queen who you cannot take your eyes off of them. I don't think there was a single moment in either of her 2 lip syncs for her life that it wasn't clear that she was staying. I think Peppermint is the embodiment of a queen using their personality to their advantage in a lip sync, and I cannot wait until she hopefully comes back on All Stars and wins whenever they call her. In 5th place, we have Monet Exchange from Season 10, All Stars 4, and All Stars 7. This is another queen who knows how to emote. She has so much personality that she translates into her lip syncing. I think the fake out split was one of the greatest individual moves we have ever seen in a lip sync. No one has ever been able to top that for me afterwards. I think that while Dusty was able to put up a bit of a fight in their lip sync, Monet absolutely steamrolled, and I don't think there's anyone else who could have won that lip sync up against what she did that day. Her lip sync against Mayhem Miller was pretty solid. While on All Stars 4, she didn't really try too hard in the lip syncs. When it really mattered against Trinity the Tuck, she brought every single ounce of energy she had and steamrolled. And then All Star 7, she brought it back. She showed so much variety in what she was able to do in terms of spoken word, upbeat dance songs, just really whatever she could, she did. And while I know a lot of people thought that Trinity won the lip sync on All Star 7 against her, I'm fully Team Monet. I think she devoured that lip sync. While I don't think she's coming back to Drag Race anytime soon, I would love to see her as a lip sync assassin a second time if that format continues. But that's all for Monet. Next up, we have Evie Oddly, who once again personifies the performer that you cannot take your eyes off. She has such a way of moving that you really can't take your eyes off what she's doing. Her outfits always work well with whatever song she's given. I think her only lip sync loss across any season would be her lip sync against the Vivienne when the Vivienne was the embodiment of Dolly Parton. I think Evie's lip syncing skills were severely underused on All Star 7. I think they should have given her a rusical. She could have gotten a lot more top 2 placements. I think it is such a shame that she only got to lip sync 3 times that season for how incredible of a performer she is. I think she is the strongest performer on that cast, and I cannot believe that production didn't utilize that to their advantage to try and get another Sorry Not Sorry moment. In 3rd place, we have the winner of Season 15, Sasha Colby. Sasha Colby really can do it all, and she is one of the greatest lip syncers to ever walk the earth. As great as Anitra was in their lip sync, you cannot take your eyes off Sasha Colby when she is performing. There is no kind of song she can't do, and I genuinely believe that if you put her up against the winner of every lip sync in Drag Race history, she could win a solid, I'd say 90% of those lip syncs. She just brings so much life and energy to the stage. I would love to see her on All Winners so she could get to lip sync on the show again. Her off the show lip syncs are so underrated. It's just such a captivating experience to get to see her perform. Anitra says it better than I can, but
she really is that girl.
In 2nd place, we have Bob the Drag Queen from Season 8. This is a queen who is able to mix comedy and seriousness so well. Every single thing she does in her lip syncs is just eye-catching. Recording this segment was honestly really hard because I am watching her lip sync while I do it, and it is just really hard to not get distracted with what she is doing. She is so talented at what she does in terms of comedy and just emotion. She knows every single syllable of every single word, every beat of the music. Like, there really is no comparison in terms of, like, the theatricality and musicality of a queen. If you have not watched her lip sync to Crazy, you really should. I think it's one of the greatest of all time. It's playing on here, and the clip that I have does not do justice to it. If you have not watched it, I am begging you, go watch it. I think Bob is an incredible lip syncer. She is really underrated. And I think the ability to find comedy in pretty much any kind of song is a true talent that isn't represented enough on Drag Race. In first place, it shouldn't be a surprise if you've been keeping track of who is and isn't on the list so far. We have Sasha Velour. Before I continue, I just want to warn you there are going to be flashing lights in a few seconds, so I would avoid looking if that could cause any problems for you. But Sasha Velour really is the whole package in terms of lip sync skills. She only got to lip sync twice on Drag Race, and both times she absolutely killed it. I think her wig reveal to So Emotional is probably the greatest individual moment of a lip sync ever. It completely blows anything anyone else could have brought to that finale out of the water. Then her lip sync to It's Not Right But It's Okay. It takes a lot of skill to be able to out lip sync Peppermint. And Sasha was able to do it. She wasn't reliant on reveals, just raw emotion and lip sync skills. And also her outside of the show performances to Praying and So Emotional, where she's really able to show art. They cannot be praised enough. It is just true drag and beauty. I think she could absolutely take the crown if she comes back to All Winners. She is so talented. I don't even know what she would do for a talent show, but if she could somehow perform the number she does to Praying on the show, I think it would be an instant win. Tatiana has currently held the talent show record for about 7 years, but if Sasha Velour was able to do her number to Praying in a talent show, I think that would take the crown. It is one of the greatest performances I have ever watched. You can tell how much thought and skill was put into what she does, and she is such a joy to watch. All of that said, that is all I have for today. Thank you again so much for 300 subscribers. You are all amazing. Please let me know in the comments if there's any part of this list you disagree with, but that's all I have for today. Do you want more non-Emmy nominated content just like this? Well, then you should subscribe for more gay shit.